This is the Nathan, Nat and Sean podcast.
Hi, everybody.
Hello.
Oh, good times.
It
my
was
God.
actually. We had a good show today.
Can I say the line continues today to be very impressive. We are.
So you, we're
It's
talking about
back-to-back Morris
smooth
here.
porkers, where one of us tells the truth and the other two have to lie about an item.
Yeah.
And you knew the truth.
Yes.
And yet you were still convinced by our stories.
Very good. Well, but both days it's been my items, and both days I've been questioning at the end of the day are my items or not.
Actually, Harry is pressing the buttons at the moment. Harry, the first one yesterday in particular, you just thought
Oh, you guys, criminals. Criminally good at lying.
Thank you.
We are.
Yeah, well done. And it's concerning.
And can I say,
It's
from
quite
all of us,
concerning.
you're one of our favourite people.
Well, both
my
today's guest, Nate from Maryland, she was going straight at you.
Oh,
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
What does that say?
I don't know, Sean. I don't know.
What does that say about us?
Beacon of truth. Yogi is a bloke that works in Katanning and drives a giant big truck.
Talking of smooth porkers.
Mate.
I mean, he doesn't draw a breath when you chat to him. It's extraordinary. And we also find out what it's like to be a multimillionaire and just go and buy your favourite basketball team from the Wildcats' new owner,
When we
Mark
speak
Arena.
to...
Interesting call.
Oh, Margarita. Wait.
We didn't make
use
that joke
with
at
him
the
at
We
time.
didn't at all.
No,
What's the
no.
point?
What's wrong with us?
And also...
Tradies.
we're
not
talking about
necessarily
tradies.
but people that you hire to do a job and they do a terrible
Oh
job.
my God, these are so good.
Here's some cracking tale.
Nathan,
My world's amazing.
Nat,
It's not crazy.
and Sean.
No, that's definitely not crazy.
Logan 937.
It's 6:05. Nathan and Sean, morning, friends.
Hey everybody.
So we've sort of got a Goldilocks situation here. Usually when I walk in here, I'm going to complain about the fact that someone's been sitting in my chair.
Somebody's sitting in my chair. So it's Nathan's chair too.
Today, I just went to lean down on the desk and I sort of fell down and
Yeah.
I went, wait there, this chair can't go
Yeah.
any higher. I know that. So the desk has been lowered.
So it does have that capability, but we've just never used it.
Big
Never
Harry's
moved it.
pressing the buttons.
Harry, what have you
Harry,
done?
what's the go here?
How do we make the desk
you
go?
know what?
You've forgotten how to do it, haven't you?
How tall do you look now that you're standing up on this low bench?
You know when you go to a primary school,
Yeah,
just happened on the
yeah.
way last week when we go to the toilet,
Yeah.
and you're like, oh God, these urinals so small.
That makes so much sense because I was wondering why my chair was so high today.
You don't
and
work
my,
this out. You've been here for an hour sitting behind this desk.
my knees were over the top.
You're all wondering, did you think that you'd grown overnight?
Hit the button, Harry. Hit the
Yeah.
button.
All right, let's go. We're going up. We all clear? We all
We're
clear?
going
We're
up.
clear,
We're
we're
going
clear.
up. Here we go.
Yeah, crank it up.
No,
Okay,
that's
it's
too
lifting
high.
everyone. Okay.
Was that the right
That's
height?
where we usually have
How
it.
do you know?
Yeah, because I just crank it all the way up.
Okay.
Are we all the way up?
Yeah.
That's right. This
And the
show's
desk
all the
as
way
well.
up, everyone. All the way up with music, energy, and desks.
We're coming at you from the very top.
Geez, we're really good at change, aren't we? We
Aren't we,
accept
Dad?
it. We embrace it.
Yeah,
But back in the day when we started radio, tables didn't go up and down.
No. Well, in fact, until 6 months ago, in
tables
this
didn't go
building,
up
they
and
didn't go
down.
up and down.
What do you make of those people who stand behind their desk and they raise it up
Yeah.
when they've got the computer? I know a lot of people
I
have
know,
got those
I
capabilities.
know there are some people that genuinely enjoy that, but I just think it's all showboating.
Yeah, me
To
too.
be honest,
Me
it's those,
too.
those people that bring in
You've
their
got-
special kneeling rocker chairs.
Yeah,
and-
if you've got back problems, it makes sense.
Come on.
But other than
Yeah,
that,
no, I totally get that. We
what
had to
about
put
the
into
treadmill one, Sean? Would you do that? You can get a treadmill that so you can be walking at your stand-up desk.
Wow, blow me over with a feather, Natalie. And we got one here.
No,
Amy's saying.
remember,
Amy, you got to speak to the microphone.
remember Ash? She did it for her wedding. So every
yeah, right.
time.
Oh,
So she
That was
worked
from home, yes.
And she hired a treadmill and put it in front of her
I
desk.
don't
So
like that.
every time you cross.
So that she-
What
she
a
was
waste
ready
of
for
money.
the wedding.
Wouldn't you just get your partner to put your laptop on their boot and just chase the car around the streets?
I mean,
Check this one out.
That's an easy fitness. Okay, we're looking at one. Oh,
that's
$1,000.
a spin
Oh,
bike.
you can ride a bike, everyone.
Spin bike
so
desk
stupid.
with laptop tray.
Okay, so you're pedaling. That'd be easier. Do you think it'd be easier now?
And you know
Yeah.
what? I need an incentive. It'd need to power the laptop because otherwise I'm just sitting there with my feet on the pedal.
You would need it to power Netflix. is what
If
you
anyone
would.
hires these out, the bikes in particular,
What?
we
You're
can get
on
a couple
board.
of bikes behind the microphone. We'll give it a go. And when I say we, I'm looking at Nathan because he needs.
What do you mean?
He needs to be
fitness
pushed
challenge.
into exercise, and he likes me to do that.
Yeah, but I do like you to do that, but I don't know if that's the thing.
Look at the piano with.
Is there a person
Is
playing
that
the piano?
No, is that a desk? No, Harry, over in the corner. No, that's just a
No,
desk.
that's
okay.
Sean thought there was a person doing it playing the piano.
This
I mean,
guy.
that would
Waits at
be
the end of it.
amazing.
Play the piano, then you get on and
That
start
would be
doing a couple
amazing.
of arm kills. Okay, we've got some good...
Oh, wait, that's got weights in the front of this
So the
piano.
desk is a squat rack.
No, so it's a piano, and then there's a guy doing it, and then there's a
Slash
squat thing in front.
It's squat rack. Oh, well, there's something for everyone.
No, okay, we need the exercise bike in front of the microphone.
Okay.
All right. I can bring my Peloton in for you.
Yeah, is that...
No, I use it all the time. You're not having it.
Good one, mate. Look at this one here, Nathan.
Come on.
Oh, yeah, so that's the smaller peddling version.
We're on here. We're on, big time.
But then wouldn't you wear activewear to work? You can't do that. You can't do that. In a the sales girls will wear lovely frocks here. I mean, you're looking an idiot if you're in a day dress on that.
Lululemon.
They have Activewear Monday or something here. Yeah.
Do they?
Yeah.
Hey,
Doesn't really-
in this
Yeah.
building.
In this
Activewear
building,
Monday.
Nathan. You
Doesn't
need
really
to
rhyme,
go
though.
past that door.
Interesting. I'm up here doing the work.
Nathan, Nat, and Sean podcast.
Tonight. Yeah, it is. A new series of Outback Truckers is back tonight on 7 Mate. And one of the stars, I'm going to say the star,
Yep.
Outback Trucker Yogi, all the way from Katanning.
Yogi.
Good morning, Yogi.
Hey.
How are you, mate?
What's going on? I don't know about the star of the show, but look,
Yogi.
Come on, Yogi.
The cruel world.
Yogi, you are the best spokesperson for Katanning, and not only that, I would need to ask the question: have you been given the keys to the city? Because if you have not, then I don't know what dimension
It's
we're
a
in.
travesty.
No, actually, now, ironically, there's the thing. Like, I'm not from Katanning. I'm an importer, been in West Australia for 20-odd years, right? But my wife, who's from down there, well, we'll go down into the supermarket and I'll do the shopping and she'll stop and talk to everyone. So she gets the keys to the city down there in Katanning. I just float along.
Oh, look at that, Sean.
You know, just got to turn up and just do the job, you know, be there at some point.
Hey, Yogi, before we get stuck into Outback Trucks itself, we were doing a recall for What If the other day, and they were talking about Emu Lane in terms of a sausage roll, which we got to taste. That's from Katanning, and also the Mill Bar.
And now, just
At the
hotel.
hotel.
The
Yeah.
Emu Lane sausage roll. I've been thinking about that since I had it. It
It's a
was
good sausage
delicious.
roll.
It's delicious.
Are you familiar?
Yeah. Look, truck driver, Yogi Bear, like I still picnic baskets. I understand the concept, you know, like, yeah, I'm all for it. So we're very, very good down there. We've got a great community down there. We're very multicultural in Katanning and we get excellent food. So, and that cordial bar's spot on. So, look, all things are covered in Katanning when you come on down south. You know, there's another down south, south and inland.
Well, southeast, yeah.
Yes.
Southeast, that's right. It's
Hey,
south.
do you come to Perth a lot in your truck?
Oh, I try and avoid Perth because it's just a big country town, and I don't need to be there. But wherever, we're all over Australia. I'll go anywhere at the moment, but I am in the southern part of West Australia at the moment. Loving it. There's two good reasons why I'm loving it. One, Outback Truck is back on tonight after a little bit of a break, but sidewoods rain and the fuels come down to $1.73 a litre.
Oh, my God. What's this,
Happy
Vin
day.
Diesel? Vin Diesel.
I know.
Hey,
Diesel's coming cheap. We might afford another coffee today.
Hey, Yogi, we were talking to truckies, I think a couple of weeks ago we were asking about roadhouses that they might pop into and, you know, some of the food along the journey. Have you got some favourites when you're heading down to the south or the southeast?
Oh, well, look, the one Gildu coming out of Perth there at the top of the hill has always been a favourite. You know, we've been going in there. The same people have been cooking in there for years. The Bedfordale Road Train hook up right at the top of the hill. Like,
Yep.
I love Gildu. And it's just, you walk in there and they say hello and they're nice people. And, you know, at one point there they had me sandwich order written on a bit of paper on the back of the wall, which is corned beef salad, no butter, no onion, and, you know...
Corned beef and salad.
Yeah, no butter, no onion. Don't want to ruin it. Don't ruin the taste of me sandwich.
I think you're ruining it with
The
corned
corned
beef.
beef. The corned beef's the problem we have.
Hang on a minute. The corned beef's good for you.
No.
Come on,
What's the sauce you go with? Are you a mustard in that? Because corned beef and mustard seems to be the go.
Well, I don't know. It depends if it's raining or is it, you know, what kind of a day it is. Maybe a bit of chutney might fire.
Okay, because I can just say it's a true indication of somebody where they come from if they say that they're a corned beef fan. I just feel like straight away it says you're the country. Oh, Natalie and I both, Esperance and Kalgoorlie, we grew up.
Yes.
We grew up not knowing anything else but corned beef.
Oh, that's all we had.
I know, because at last you
Silverside, mate.
I know, but we have refrigeration now, Yogi. We've got refrigeration.
Well, I'll be buttered on both sides. Well, not my sandwich, you know. Great about it. So we don't need refrigeration. It is free to like any, but we love rain. No rain, no grain.
Hey, Yogi, I've been having a look on your Instagram and talk to us about your love of PJ. And I have to say, PJ is a beauty. This is PJ.
So this is your truck.
This is the truck.
It's Kenworth.
Very nice truck.
Yeah. So talk to me.
900.
Talk us through air features.
Yeah, what makes it so good?
I don't know about PJ. So PJ is called PJ after PJ Harvey. I'm a big fan. Look, because I'm nudging 50. My birthday's 48 in a couple of weeks. We're getting to that point. So I understand injuries and 90s and PJ Harvey. So PJ Harvey, she sounds brilliant and is a little bit different.
Looks like an expensive truck.
There is some money in that.
They're not cheap.
Yeah, I love it because it's sort of like you never realise that there's a little bedroom thing in the back there, you know, where people sleep. It's hilarious. Hey, I want to know, because you are out on the road and you've got a widespread community of truck drivers.
Yeah.
Do you have an enemy? Is there a truck driving nemesis that you've got?
Oh, well, this time of year, because we're running to Darren at the moment. So, Darren, your days are on.
Oh, cool.
So I won't probably see Outback Truckers tonight at 8:30 because we're flat out. But I'll get a little 7, mate, catch up and we'll make it all happen on that. But you run up and down the fence road and you wave to all these people that, geez, they got that way. Right, well, I better try harder and get the next load. So there is no really... What we do, we're a good, tight community because I can't oversize. We do machinery all over Australia. We're an independent owner-operator. Yep. So you don't ever get bitter, you just get better.
Okay.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah. Have you seen anything?
We don't get that here. We don't get bitter. we get bitter and bitter and bitter to the point where someone puts some lemon and lime with us.
And never better.
Oh, no.
Yogi, on your travels, have you come across any dangerous stuff or stuff you've had to question along the way? We've seen, there's some...
Or dodgy roads.
Like, what are these people doing?
Or there's some
here?
noise coming from the sea container in the back and you realise you're part of a human trafficking scheme.
Yeah. Well, yes, all points in between. Trucking is 90% uneventful and 10% full on. Yeah. So if you can sort of capture that 10% and go, right. Look, I've been interstate truck driving for probably 27, 28 years.
Yeah.
I've been away all over Australia. I mean, there's times I've been away for 300 nights a year.
Wow.
But I do love it, and there is things that you just go, I don't reckon I'm going to get out here. Like on the weekend, if we were in a spot on Saturday, it started. Everything you need a film crew for Outback Truckers, but it started to rain. The farmer's like, mate, you better get out of here. It's been raining on and off. I better go because I'll shut roads. And then all of a sudden, Saturday afternoon at 4 o'clock, here I am going, oh dear, this is not going to end well. The roads are starting to chop up. We get out and you make a phone call because you got no phone range, and you make a phone call saying, I'll be home for dinner sometime, and then you get home and because I got teenage kids, no one's at home, and then you walk inside and scratch the dog and the dog's happy.
But was dinner ready? Was dinner in the fridge with glad wrap on it ready or not?
Oh, yeah, straight down memory lane, grab a sausage roll. Smash a couple over the wood. Life is good,
Life is good.
I tell you what, this is what Outback Truckers is all about, because character. Yogi, thank you so much for taking the time. Safe driving, my friend.
Yeah. Thanks for giving me a chance to say hello. And, we love what you're doing. 7 Mate, 8:30.
There you go.
Check out what's going to happen. Great to be back.
Yeah.
Great to be back. Yeah, it's been a little while. But
happy driving on the run out to Darren.
Yeah,
give our regards to PJ.
I got a robot on today.
Nice.
So, yeah.
All right.
Thanks, Yogi. Nice work. Enjoy your sausage roll.
It's the Nathan, Nat and Sean podcast.
All new Suzuki Swift Hybrid is here. Australia's best value hybrid. Win $20,000. A brand new Suzuki Swift Hybrid.
And a star. Hey, what's up? This is Troy Sivan. See me live. Your chance to win only with Nova.
You just heard My by Troy Sivan, and some people were very hot on the phone.
Well made
done.
this prize theirs.
And by this prize, he means $20K cash, a brand new 2024 Suzuki Swift Hybrid, and a trip for 2 to New York City for Troy Sivan to see him perform at Madison Square Garden. What do we need in the drawer?
We need a Marlene.
Come on down, Marlene.
Hi, Mum.
Good morning, guys.
Now, just to point out, this is not Nathan's mother. This is another Marlene, right?
Correct. I'm a bit too young to be your mother.
Oh, wow. She's saying my mother's
no
so
offense to your
old.
mother.
Oh, she's offended.
Is she offending you or the other Marlene?
How old is this Marlene that we're speaking to?
50.
Oh, yeah, okay.
50-year-old. Yeah, okay, my Marlene's
You're
got
a spring chicken.
My Marlene's got 20 years on you.
Yeah.
But you know what? They were still 20 years later. They were still looking at babies and going, "Yeah, Marlene, let's Marlene this."
I know. Amazing.
Congratulations, Marlene.
You're in the running.
Hey, Marlene, who's your partner? What's his name?
Albie.
Albie.
That doesn't make sense if it's not a
like
Brian.
an LB.
I do think, would Albie and Brian be friends? Is he like going through other people's junk, watching American Pickers? Is he a hoarder? Did he used to drive a train? Tell me about Albie.
None of the above, actually.
Oh.
His name's actually Alberto, but he likes to make it more Aussie.
Oh, he's continental.
Albie.
Oh, hello.
Fancy. You and your Euro husband.
Oh,
Look
my
at
mum
you go.
just got some dirty Aussie trash.
Yes, yes, she did.
Just a plain Brian.
So Marlene, who's done well for herself
know.
while you're in the
Well
running,
done,
Marlene. Good
Marlene.
luck. Brooks in Clarkson, hello.
Hi.
Hey, Brookie.
Brooke.
How are you, Brooke?
Good, thanks.
It's only Tuesday, hey. That's all right.
It's a bit of a nothing day, though, Brooke, Tuesday. What's the highlight of a Tuesday normally for you?
I only work 3 days, so it is my hump day. So
Oh, my God, how good.
3-day working
Three-day
week.
week.
Yeah, we're heading that way.
What do you do? What do you do for work?
I'm a medical scientist.
Oh.
Why are scientists
Can you
listening
please?
to us?
No, but what you do is really important. Can you please do that full time so you might discover something?
I also have to take care of children. So.
Yeah, okay.
Anybody
that's so good, Brooke.
Anybody that has gone on to further fields of
It's
study,
science, yeah, especially science.
and doctors and things that listen to this show, that puzzles me because I
Yes.
think that they should be like reading a fine book in front of a fireplace.
We are highbrow, though, at
Yeah.
times.
So, quick question. Why do you listen to us?
It's very entertaining on the way to work.
Okay. Interesting.
No, so
All
their
right.
play's broken.
Well, good
Thanks,
luck discovering
Brookie.
something medically sciencey. Thank
are
you, Brooke.
Harry chucked in the shredder.
Do not shred her.
Harry?
She's going to cure cancer or something. Leave her alone.
She was lying about the entertaining stuff, so I can't trust her in the draw.
That's a good point.
Thank you, Brooke.
keep
Kerry
shredding.
is in Alkimos. Hello.
Morning.
Hey,
Hi,
Kerry.
Hi, Kerry. How are you going this morning, Kerry?
Very well, thank you.
We just spoke to a medical scientist. What are you?
Oh, no, I can't compete. I'm just an operations admin for a workshop.
No, but
that's all right.
I tell you what, that means you're running the joint, basically.
Yes, you are.
Yeah.
Wait, I just heard the words workshop. What side
Yes.
of workshop?
Auto electrical.
Oh, yeah, everyone needs an auto
need
sparky
a
in their
Sparky.
life.
I need a Sparky. No, I do. My old car, my
Oh,
old
yeah,
PT
yeah,
Cruiser
PT
is
Cruiser.
sitting there in my spare bay, right? So the place where I took it to go, they said, we think it's an electrical issue, but we don't have an auto electrician here. So then...
And then that you just
that was
gave
it.
up.
So I went. Then Melbourne Mazda, they
Yeah.
came and they gave me a car. But then so now it's just sitting there in my car. But I keep paying the registration for it. But I think it's got an auto electrician problem. But I don't. I just haven't gone to
could
get
Kerry,
Figure
can
out
can
how
you
to-
help us out?
No, I'm
No.
more in the mining industry, unfortunately.
Well, that was a waste of telling that
Yeah.
story, wasn't it? Wait there, I've got this dumper, this dump truck.
Well, Kerry, you're in the running for Nova's Cash Car and a Star, so good luck.
Wow, went
okay?
fishing. I didn't get anything, Sean.
Right, geez.
Threw my line
What do you
in.
have to do?
Threw my
It's
line
worth
in.
a shot, wasn't it?
Had some bait on there.
If you want another chance to enter, head to the Nova Player and register there as well.
Nathan, Nat, and Sean podcast.
Who's smarter? Let's go.
Who asks more questions than Nathan, Nat, and Sean? Kids do. Feed their curiosity and find the answers together with science you can touch, hear, and see at SciTech.
All week we're trying to figure out who is smarter, the kids or the adults.
Yes, being smarter never felt so good, especially when you could win $1,000 plus a family pass to SciTech.
Hello.
Each day we are going to be featuring a kid that is bloody smart.
Yes.
That has registered online. Today's is Hayden from Piara Waters. Hi, Hayden.
Hello.
Hayden.
Hayden.
Now, we don't want to tell anyone what your specialty subject is right now, but how good are you at it?
Oh, I'm amazing.
Yeah, that's the spirit, Hayden. Let's
Hayden,
scare them off.
What year are you in?
Year 9.
Nice.
So what kind of grades would you get in this subject normally, Hayden?
Well, if it was this subject all year,
Yeah.
you know, I'd already be in college, but university or whatever, but it's not. So I usually get about, if it was this subject, I get an A, but I usually get around Bs because it's not like this all year.
Okay, I get it.
Hayden, so we are going to tell people, of course, it is in the sciences, this subject, but should any parent or any adult that's going to take you on now, should they be worried about what's going to happen to them in the arena?
Obviously.
What are you going to do with $1,000 if you're able to pull this off, plus your family SciTech pass there, Hayden?
Well, I think we definitely have to go to SciTech
Yeah, of course.
coming up.
Yeah.
And then probably use some of the money to maybe grab a bit of dinner or lunch while we're there.
Oh, nice. Make a day of it. Some petrol money from Piara Waters. Yeah.
For sure.
Any sneaky iPads or anything in the plans? Nothing? No?
Not sure just yet.
Okay, well, it's a big responsibility. It's a lot of money. It's a lot of money. He's got to put it away for a house, obviously.
He's renowned for his modesty.
He's late.
Nathan. He's keeping a lid on it. All right. If you reckon you can take Hayden on in his chosen field, give us a call, 13 24 10.
Can I just say, the phone lines were like melting down, and now as Hayden spoke more and more, they started dropping off. I think you're all
intimidated them, Hayden. You've intimidated them. You want to take Hayden on and maybe get $1,000? 13 24 10. Who will we get to play, Sean?
I reckon it's a call of 14.
All right.
Okay. We'll see what you got.
But Hayden reckons he's got this in the bag. The person who's going to take on Hayden from Piara Waters, and that person is Marie from North Perth. Good morning, Marie.
Good morning, Nova.
Hi, Marie. This is going to be so good.
Now, Marie, as a general rule, how are you with the sciences?
Pretty bad, actually, but I'm willing to give it a go.
Well, you have all the things within you to be able to answer these questions correctly. So, Hayden, hello again.
Hello.
Hayden, why don't you tell Marie what your specialty subject is?
It's about the circulatory system.
Marie?
Oh, gosh.
Marie. Marie, now, Hayden might have been joking.
We got him, he said.
Hayden was talking up a mean game before, Marie.
Yeah.
Could he be all talk, do you think?
Nah.
I think he's got this one in the bag.
Okay, here's what's going to happen. We have 5 questions coming your way. When we ask a question, if you know the answer, buzz in with your name. If you get it right, you take the point for that round. Get it wrong, we'll let your opponent have a crack at it, okay? It's the best of 5. Let's test your buzzers. Hayden? Marie?
Marie
sounds terrifying.
Marie, you sound defeated already.
Marie, the first one is quite easy.
Yes.
Okay, so here's your question. How many chambers does the heart have?
Hayden?
4.
Obviously.
Marie, you knew it was 4 though, didn't you, Marie?
Yes, I did know that one.
Okay, all right. Hayden leads 1-0.
But she's just older, Hayden. She has to get off the couch. You know what I mean?
All right, here we go with question number 2. The right side of the heart pumps the blood from the heart to where?
Marie.
Quick. No, we're going to have to give Hayden a crack at it. Hayden?
The left side.
No. It's the lungs.
The lungs.
No point there. Hayden still leads 1-0. Question number 3. Starting with V, what is it called when blood pools in the veins?
I'm going to give you both a clue here. Old lady legs.
Marie.
Varicose.
Yes, varicose veins.
Or old man legs.
Yeah.
It's so funny to say old lady legs.
A score check. It's 1-1. Marie's come back. We go to question number 4.
Okay, here we are. What is the most common type of blood cells?
Marie.
Where's Hayden?
The red blood cell.
Yes, Marie. You've shot out.
Hayden, are you still there?
Yeah.
Come on, brother.
Come on, mate.
What the hell was that last one?
Hayden, you're down 2-1, and we're heading into question 5. You've got to tie it up and force a tie break here, okay? Or Marie's going to win, which is an absolute boil over because you talked yourself up, okay?
And I believed everything Hayden said.
Yeah, I know. You started
and I still do.
strong.
And I still do.
All
I'll always
right.
believe in Hayden.
Here we go.
Okay, here we go. Question number 5. What is another name for T lymphocytes?
Oh.
Yeah.
It's easy.
Marie. I'm going to go with white blood cells, but I don't know if that's
No,
right.
that's incorrect. Hayden, that means you have a crack at it here to
tie
save the
things up.
game. What is another name for T lymphocytes?
Is it...
Okay,
Quite
an
simple,
answer.
everyone. T lymphocytes. T cells.
That's
T
it.
cells.
It's over.
T cells.
It's over. It's a boil over. Hayden, you've been taken down, I'm afraid. Marie, unexpectedly,
Marie is basically
has won $1,000 cash plus a SciTech family pass. We can't believe
Thank
it
you so
either.
much. Thank you. Thanks, Hayden.
That's
Thanks,
just,
Hayden.
That's a heist. That's what that is.
2 days and 2
Hayden.
children robbed.
You were our great hope, Hayden, I've got to say.
No, it's okay, Hayden. You know what? Old people, they're tricky.
They're sneaky.
They're tricky. They're tricky.
Hayden.
mate.
Hey,
Keep
thanks
your
for
eye
being
on
a
them.
part of it, Hayden.
Thanks, Hayden. I loved all
We
your
loved
big
your
talk.
attitude.
Big talk.
Okay, we're going to do it again
Jeez.
tomorrow. You
That's
can still
shocking.
nominate your kid too. If you hit up novafm.com.au, couple of days left.
Can I just say this competition stands boldly in the face of giving every kid a trophy, doesn't it?
Yeah.
And you know how you don't want kids to be losers publicly. Well, couldn't be any more public. Actually,
We let them pick the
I'm
subject.
actually-
We're trying to load it.
Oh yeah, no,
Yeah.
no, it's fine.
Each chance.
This is the Nathan, Nat and Sean podcast.
Okay, guys, I want you to settle in for a bit of a story. We're going to head over
Story
to Brisbane.
time with Nathan.
Hey,
Yeah.
Brizzy.
We're going to head to Brisbane, and there's a woman there that was moving house, and she wanted to do an exit clean, so she
Yes.
went on to Airtasker because a lot of professional businesses also advertise on there, and she came across a guy who did basically everything. He's a handyman. He would help move furniture, and then
Yep.
also he provided a cleaning service.
Oh,
and
cool.
His reviews weren't bad, so she thought, you know what, I'm going to give this guy a go. So she booked him, and he was a little bit cheaper than everyone else, but yet was a reasonable price, so she knew he was going to get a good job. This guy's rocked up there in the morning, and straight away he started unloading some of the stuff onto the back of her ute, which she goes, oh my God, it was amazing. I didn't think he'd be able to fit everything on there. It was like Tetris.
Yeah, right.
So straight away she went, okay, I've got a bit of confidence in this bloke. About 10:30 in the morning, he ducked off and cleaned up picked up the cleaner that he had worked with him.
Okay, so got
he
like a
subbed-
subcontractor.
Yeah, got a subby to do the actual cleaning.
Dropped the cleaner off and then said that he had to go do some stuff for her around the place and he'll be back promptly. Anyway, the day goes on. She keeps calling him and then he has a few dramas. One of the dramas was when he was loading her stuff up into his ute, he left a jerry can of fuel in her driveway and he ran out of fuel. So he needed her to call him an Uber to Uber deliver it.
When you first get your license, you're in trouble of
Yeah.
running out of fuel because you've got no money to pay for it.
So she
But not
right
when
there,
you're an
she
adult.
said, well, why don't you just call the Uber yourself instead of
Yeah.
me having to put that into the bill at the end? He did that. Later on, she was calling, wondering where he was, and then he said, oh, I'm sorry, I've locked my keys in my car. So anyway, he comes back at about 9 p.m. at night. He left at 10:30 in the morning. The cleaner has been there all day, by the way.
Doing the exit clean,
That
yeah.
whole time he walked in there, apparently he was disgusted with what the cleaner
Oh,
had
he
done.
wasn't happy
He
with the
wasn't
cleaner's
happy. And
performance.
she
Okay.
said it was actually quite dirty and messy in there still. She spent all day cleaning it. So he berated the cleaner in front of her and then told her how to do it properly by going and getting the hose from outside, dragging it into the apartment and then just starting to wash down the windows and stuff from inside. And she's like, I'm trying to protect my television and everything like that. So alarm bells start going off for her. Right
You
there.
reckon? This guy's off his chops.
He goes off at the cleaner, tells the cleaner to leave. So the cleaner's left. And then next thing is she's got more furniture to move. By the way, this whole process, she reckons, from start to end took around 24 hours of just a nightmare situation.
Yeah.
So, so he looks at this couch that she has in and he goes, how'd you get this couch in here? And she said, well, you just have to get it in by a certain angle.
Pivot.
And you get
Everybody
it out.
knows. Friends taught us that.
Pivot. And he goes, no, a better way. So he proceeds to go out to his truck and he came back in and then he took to the couch with a chainsaw.
And this is by this stage it's like 10 o'clock at night.
To cut the legs off?
No, to cut it in half.
He's
so
off his
presumably
head. No
she
one
didn't
does
want to
that.
use this couch again.
Well, obviously not. The chainsaw wasn't working the best, so then he went out and got a baseball bat and just started like bashing
I thought he would just
clubbing
beat it to death.
He finally got it broken down enough to shove through the front door, down the steps, and then anyway, it keeps going on.
Yeah.
But this is basically what's been happening.
So this is bad, right?
It's bad. She pays him.
Oh, what?
I mean, I guess if he's got he's
Chainsaw.
clearly unhinged and he's got a chainsaw. You feel it pressured to it, but that's outrageous.
I told you guys this story, right? You're like, no, this couldn't have happened. There has to be some GST on this story. This can't be real. And then Zara, who works with us, if you call here, she answers the phone, and she told us this tale.
Piped up immediately.
Hi, Zara.
Hi, Zara.
Good morning. Yeah, so a couple months ago, I moved house out of a share house into a granny flat with my partner. And I'd booked this moving company because it was just going to be me on my own. He had to go to work. And we only had about 6 items to move. So it was a bed, 2 chests of drawers,
a box of tissues,
bedside tables, fridge, and washing machine.
Okay.
Like, it wasn't a lot.
Yes.
My partner's
that's an easy move.
Yeah, my partner's a tradie, so he took all the
a plumber, I guess.
He had the washing machine sorted,
unhooked
so
and all that stuff.
all that bits and bobs I could never figure out. Anyway, the movers had said to me, we're going to be there at 6:30 in the morning. So my mum was at the house at 6 o'clock in the morning. We got brekkie, we were ready, we were up ready to go. They didn't arrive till 10.
Oh, I would be furious.
I was fuming, and Mum was fuming as well, so I was also trying to be like, they're coming, and we were both sitting there, didn't know what to do. The guy was calling me being like, oh, love, like, I'm up the road, I'm not that far away. And I was like, you told me this 20 minutes ago, like, how far away are you?
Yeah.
Anyway, they finally get there, and then they walk in. It's a younger guy and quite an old guy. Quite the old guy's got a bit of a stooped back and didn't really look like he was all there.
Like he's carrying an invisible fridge.
Yeah.
On his back.
And one of the things they had to do, they had to dismantle our bed because it needed proper screws and we just didn't have time to do it.
Yeah.
But they knew this. They all knew this coming.
It's part of the job.
First of all, they couldn't get the truck down the driveway, so they had to have the truck up the top of the road. Took them 2.5 hours to get all the stuff out of the house.
It was like 6 things.
It was like 6 things, and I kept going up being like, do you guys need some help? Like, I'm not weak, I can help out, of course. I was like, but I paid them to do this service. So I was like, do you need any help? What can I help you with?
Let's just get this moving.
And this guy goes, actually, do you mind helping me like unscrew these things? So I helped him unscrew the bolts for the bed and got it done. Anyway, I was like, let's move it out. And he was like, I'm so sorry, I don't know what's taking my partner so long. The older guy kept going back to the truck, staying there for about 30 minutes, then he'd come back in, like just taking forever to do something. Stuff finally got in the car. We were 8 minutes away from our next address.
Yes.
It took them half an hour to get there.
Were they pushing the truck? How was it possible?
Apparently they got lost. I don't know how you get lost. It's one straight road. But anyway, then they finally got there. They couldn't put the truck up onto the driveway. So we live in quite a busy road going on to James Street. So it's really busy. Yeah. They park it in the middle of the road. So people are driving past and like honking their horns. I'm standing there so stressed out. Then the younger guy comes up to me and goes, oh, look, I'm so sorry it's taken so long. Like, we'll cap the price. He was really lovely. And he was like, this shouldn't take this long. Like, I don't know what's taking this long. And he goes, I have kind of hurt my shoulder, though. And I go, oh, like, are you okay? Like, what happened? What's happened? Pulls his shirt across and his collarbone is protruding out. And then I say...
So he broke his collarbone during moving your house?
So apparently he heard it a little bit last night, didn't get to bed until about 3 a.m. or something.
This was like broken collarbone.
And then... Apparently the older guy has dropped the bed frame. We've got solid wood bed frame, dropped it onto the younger guy, and it's snapped his collarbone. Like, you can't make it up. And I said to him, I was like, that's really bad. Like, you can't let that be. Just leave it at the driveway and go. You've got to go to a hospital. He couldn't even move his arm. He was like, oh, yeah, my hand's a bit tingly. I was like, yeah.
Oh, you reckon?
Mate.
Yeah.
So I ended up helping them get the things out of the truck. I watched them hold my chest of drawers below the truck about 2 metres and just dropped it. All
the drawers are falling out.
That's what she gives all of the crystals.
Just like, it just bounced a little bit and then like stuff got scratched and he like caught it, but then it just was all going wrong. We were all carrying drawers, like Mum and I and like my boyfriend's mum, we were all doing the
Surely
tricks.
You didn't pay them for this.
I had to pay them. He was like, the young guy was like, I'm sorry, like my boss wants the money, I have to pay them. And like, I won't lie, I was a little bit scared because they were fighting with people along the street.
That's true.
Hey, they're fine with the stranger. They know me.
I was like, yeah, take my money. It's okay, I can play later. Yeah,
This is
exactly.
insane.
So, and then my boyfriend came home early because I was like, you've got to come home. Like, I can't deal with this. He moved everything into our granny flat in 20 minutes and built the bed in about 15. And I was like, you're a saint.
There has to be more tales of this out there. We want to know, right? So you've hired someone to do something, and then it is very clear during the job that they didn't really know what they were doing.
And they didn't really do the job.
Did you pay them or not?
Sounds like everyone's paying and then waiting till they leave and then taking up with the business themselves.
Yeah.
Anyway, we'll find out
Which is not
more.
a bad policy.
Yeah. Here's an idea for any removalists. If you need to get a couch out, don't scare the person that you hired you by pulling a chainsaw and cutting it in half in their living room.
I'm just going to put it out there. Don't take your chainsaw to a moving job.
I wouldn't have chainsaw. Claire's in Southern River. Good morning, Claire.
Hello, Claire.
Hi, morning, hey.
Hey, Claire.
Okay, so what did you hire somebody to do and what happened?
Cleaning for a rental that we had. So before we've had to do cleaning, it has taken us so long. It's just a pain, and then we have to go back and redo it. So anyway, this was our very last rental because we were moving into our own home finally.
Yeah.
So we thought, we'll pay somebody, and it's usually about $1,000 is the going rate. But my husband did all his research.
Wow.
Yeah. And he was like, no, this is one for $800. Like, this is great. We're saving ourselves $200. So we're like, okay, cool. Anyway, as part of it, they were cleaning the walls, and they sent us a message during the day saying, hey, we've only cleaned 60% of the walls because the paint's coming off.
What did they clean it with?
Claire.
Yeah, we were like, no way, please, no. Okay, we'll go and check it. My husband was at work, so I went over to check.
Yeah.
And they had been cleaning the walls with oven cleaner and bleach.
Oh, God! Well, if I were still in the oven, they thought the walls would do a trick on the walls.
It was so bad. And it was two guys, and I was a bit intimidated, so I called my husband. I said, hey, you should come and have a look. And he had a look, and he said, no, this isn't good enough. And the cleaner was just like, don't call my manager. Don't call him. Please let me fix it. Please let me fix it.
Wow.
Yeah.
So we gave them another chance to fix it, and they were there at the property for about 16 hours, and it was still not good enough. Anyway, we ended up having to pay because the manager was pretty scary, and then we had to go back there and fix it and repaint the walls off.
You guys
So
did.
wait, sorry, I just want to slow back down. When they said, please let us fix it, and you said it took 16 hours, what were they doing to try and fix it?
I do not know, but you know what? I was really judgy because when I got there, I just thought, what have you been doing already for 10 hours?
Yes.
And there was outside the back, there was like a big box of cold samosas and like two little stools and some drinks.
Samosas. What do they have, an air fryer? They just go for it.
He was like, Claire, don't be judgy. Don't be judgy. I'll come over. I'm sure it's not that bad. And then he was like, no, you're right.
It's that bad. There's a giant box of cold samosas. Nothing for me out the back.
Yeah, they took a trip to Costco.
Hey, Claire, what was scary about the boss paying this?
Yeah, why did you pay him? How scary?
He was just, I don't know. Well, it was the fact that how they responded when we said, no, we're just calling your manager now. And he was going, no, please, just call me, please. We'll fix it.
Yeah.
And then he was pretty
Just needed
abrupt.
another round of samosas.
Yeah, exactly. But it was so expensive for us because had then moved into our home, and we were paying mortgage and then also rent, and we needed to fix it so that they could just get a new tenant in. So
I can tell you, some of these exit cleans are a rort. A lot of real estate agents out there, I'm not going to say not all of them, but there is a fair few, they've got an agreement with a certain cleaning company that they get a kickback on. So then if you don't get your place to an exit clean by them, they fail it. And then they say, we'll send ours in. So it's a bit of a rort.
Thanks, Claire. Tim's in Bull Creek. Hello.
Hi, how are you?
Hi, good, Timmy. Who did you hire and how bad a job did they do? And then did you pay them?
Yeah, so a couple of years ago we had a leak in our pool. So we found this guy and got him out and just walked in with a Woolworths bag. Sort of thought, what's going on here? So he's gone out the back. And I've walked in and my partner's got this really puzzled look on her face, and he stripped down to his underwear. He's jumped in the pool and he's just like swimming around the pool in his underwear, duck diving. It's hilarious. And he didn't fix the leak either.
Did he just come over a dip and leave?
In his jocks.
Came around with his towel.
Yeah, the bad news is he took a leak in your pool.
Did you get a bill? Did you get a bill for that?
Yes.
Okay,
How much does he charge for that service?
It's about $400.
So before we find out if he paid it or not, was he basically diving under and then like using Tarzan grip or something to try or sell his?
Was he looking for the leak?
Yeah, he was. Well, I think he was.
Okay, so what did you pay? Did you pay him?
Yeah, we paid him.
You paid him?
Tim?
What's with the plastic bag?
For his wet jock, Sean.
And his tools, maybe. I'm not sure.
They use a dye to see where it leaks through the cracks. Like a coloured dye in the pool. And
So
So
that
what
was
you say, like
in
in
his
a plastic
bag.
bag?
That's all he had.
In his Coles bag?
Yeah.
Yeah. Amazing. Thank you, Tim.
Have you had the experience at one of your mum's 8 pools at her house?
Harry used to work at the pool.
Yeah, I'm the pool expert, remember? The resident pool expert.
He's the pool guy. And he's got the mustache to prove it.
Yeah, yes, he has.
Christine's in the age of up. Hi, Christine.
Hi, how are you?
Hey,
Great,
Christine.
Christine. Okay, talk to us about who you hired and how bad a job they did.
Yeah, quite a few years ago I moved into a brand new house, sparkling clean. No one's ever lived in it before. And we hired a electrician type person to put in some mobile data type cabling.
Yep.
Drilled this great big huge drill through our study, and it went, I could hear this, the concrete sound, and then all of a sudden this sharp pinging sound. And I'm trying to tell him, stop, but he's like, no, and he kept going, and he was actually drilling through my tiles in the ensuite.
Christine.
That's a bit of a peephole into the bathroom, eh?
And right in the shower too.
There goes
So
your
when I tried to
waterproofing.
tell him and say, this is going to cost you a lot of money, he's like, oh yeah, you'll have to get yourself a tiler to fix it. And I'm like, what? No, you're going to fix it. So he started having a fight with me about it.
No.
Finally, his dad, who owned the company, came round and had a look at it and said, yeah, no, that's true. No, we'll fix it. But the thing was, he actually did the job with his friend, and while he was waiting for his dad to come, he couldn't start his car. So they were stuck at the front of our house.
Just sitting there.
Waiting for
After installing a glory hole in your bloody shower. To be honest, it's what they did.
It's quite a feature.
And I said, I'm not even going to offer you any drinks or anything. You can stay out there in the sun and
Amazing. Thanks, Christine. Great stories, everybody.
This is the Nathan, Nat and Sean podcast.
Smooth.
Just kind of act cool, you know?
Porkers.
Not cool.
Nathan, Nat and Sean can be awkward, but are definitely not porkward. Avoid porkwardness and serve up quality WA pork, Linley Valley pork from your local independent supermarket.
All right, here we go. We're about to play a round of smooth porkers. We have an item. We're each going to tell you about that item and how it relates to our lives, but only one of us is telling the truth.
So you've got to use your investigative skills. Are they giving too much detail or not giving detail enough? Are they doing that on purpose? Why are they lying?
If you can correctly identify the truth teller, you will win $1,000 thanks to Linley Valley Pork.
Welcome to the show, Marilyn.
Morning.
Hi, Marilyn. Are you pretty good at sniffing out the truth, Marilyn?
I could with my kids.
Okay, well, just think, we've all been birthed out of your mini ha-ha.
Quite an image.
So you get to hear the 3 stories,
That's
Marilyn.
Right.
Okay.
All right, Marilyn. So today's item is a painting.
Yep.
It's a small painting at canvas stretched over a wooden frame.
Looks like a little bit bigger than A4.
Yes, that's right. Now, this is my painting. So we're going back to Year 9 art at Mount Lawley Senior High School. Miss Newby was my teacher. And what happened was, Marilyn, I fell off my bike and injured my wrist. And so actually managed to sprain both wrists in that particular fall.
Are you telling me you painted this with your feet?
No. No, I couldn't do art. And Miss Newby came to the end of term and I hadn't submitted enough pieces in order to get an assessment. So she said, you can do a painting for me and it has to be a portrait. And so I did this. Look, it's not great. It's not my greatest work.
Sort of
I went heavy on the neck muscles.
Yes, neck muscles, interesting.
Got a strong jawline, but it was enough to get me across the line and pass Year 9 art. So thanks. I think, to be honest,
that is a pass.
Miss Newby felt sorry for me.
And that's why you're a Lawley legend.
That's not why I'm a Lawley legend.
No, to be honest, by the look of the muscles in the neck, is that why you became a chiropractor? Because you went, there was a little strain there on that back.
That muscle is the sternocleidomastoid, by the way.
Oh, there you go.
All right, interesting, Nat.
Okay.
Well, you can believe Nat or you can believe me, which is the truth, obviously. So this is a painting that was given to me by one of our listeners who decided to send in a painting. I think it was about 6 weeks ago. So what I did with this painting, as you can see, Nat already talked about the neck muscles and the jawline. Look, it's not a representative of me because the nose should be bigger.
Oh, it doesn't look a thing like
But I took it in, true, as I'm riding this skateboard, I took it in and gave it to Ali. I
riding a skateboard.
I hung it right in front of her desk. That is a fact. I thought that would be a good present for her. She took it down.
And then she left.
But over the last couple of weeks since Talisa has been here, it has been hanging on the wall, which as soon as you walk in the doors into the newsroom, it's on the right-hand side on that big empty wall.
A lot of detail, Sean.
What you don't realise is because you get in here, a little bit later than Talisa and then leave before she leaves, she takes it home every night. She drives to work with it.
I knew she did.
It's a ride share. She lives with it.
So is that your story? And he's sticking to it?
That's a real story.
Interesting.
Well, those two's all lies.
Yeah.
This is a painting, right? We're going to go back to when I was probably around 19 years old. I was living in Northbridge and working in the club scene. Maryland, and there was a restaurant that was in Northbridge that was shutting down and they were going to be demolishing it. Anyway, one day my friends and I were walking out to the clubs and then we noticed the door was opened and we went, oh wait there, so we popped in there because it was about to be demolished and we found out that down in the basement, which looked murdery by the way, was all this stuff that they had put aside, and there was like all this different coffee making stuff or whatever, and there was this painting hanging on the wall.
So there was all that stuff and you just took that?
Yeah. And I don't know why I was drawn to it, but I took that painting and I squirreled it away in a hedge. Then when we came back from clubbing, I picked up my painting, I took it home, and it's been with me ever since and is hung up in every one of my houses, and it is terrible, and I love it.
Okay.
There's no way you'd hang that in your house.
The way.
You've got a modern house.
There is a way. You don't tell me what I put in my modern house.
People have given you art and you've refused to hang it. That's not Righto, Marilyn. You can ask a question if you like, if you want to be investigative.
Yes. Ask a question if you think something's sus or you want some clarity.
What was the nightclub that was closing down?
No, it wasn't a nightclub. The restaurant shut down. I can't remember. It was near the Aberdeen. It was around that sort of that area, Aberdeen, Arcadia sort of area. Lake Street, just off Lake Street.
Righto, Marilyn. Have a guess. Who's telling the truth?
I don't know. I'm just going for Nathan.
You think Nathan's telling the truth?
Yeah.
You know that I told the truth yesterday?
So?
Hey,
Marilyn.
Nathan was telling the truth.
This painting is mine, and I hang it up. This is currently my bedroom.
It's the things that he won't hang in his house.
I don't know why. I just love it. Look how old the wire is.
We will put the canvas. We'll put the picture up on our social so you can see how ugly this thing is.
It's signed to. I don't know who did it.
There's no way Ms. Newbie would have passed me for that. So you're right. You're on to me there. At $1,000. All thanks to Lindley Valley Pork is yours, Marilyn. Wow.
Thanks.
Every day.
Good get.
Well done.
Do I just radiate truth? Is that what it is?
Must be.
Yeah. Must be like a truthful, honest person.
Or you seem like the person who would scab stuff from a closing down restaurant.
I would, and I'd do it again. I tell you right now, lock your doors.
This is the Nathan, Nat and Sean podcast.
What do you think of the painting, team?
I love it.
There's something... No lies, it is bad, but there is something about it that is good.
Yeah.
I don't know whether it's the blue. It's like a petrol blue or something.
A man or a woman? Like, it could be like a Greek god kind of.
The answer is a man or a woman. I'm going to say yes to both.
So it's gender neutral.
Yeah, it was before its time. Have you ever taken anything from a building that's closing down? Or is that...
No, I haven't.
No. Should do it, it's fun.
My favourite detail of that was that you then stowed it in a hedge.
I stowed it in a hedge.
To get it later.
And then I was out of it that night, but still I remembered to go and get it from the hedge.
You woke up next to that guy.
And you know what? This is
we don't know.
This person has been in my life the longest.
It's true.
This is my partner.
This is your longest standing relationship.
It's the only other person that gets in my bedroom.
Check out our socials to check the beauty. It's a thing of majestic.
And we don't know if it's a man or woman, but if it is a woman, it's definitely a lovely young lesbian.
Nathan, Nat, and Sean podcast.
Hey, on our show tomorrow, speaking about sport, Harry Garside.
Oh, yeah, great.
Yes.
He's just a lovely bloke, isn't he?
2 more people will be lying. One will be telling the truth tomorrow for Smooth Talkers.
That's really good.
$1,000 up for grabs there. And an adult will take on a kid in the kids' specialty subject.
So far, we've had 2 kids take on 2 adults, and we've had 2 adults be victorious.
Which we
I can't believe
surprised.
it.
Surprised.
Hayden this morning seemed like he was going to go the distance in the circulatory system.
Most adults are so stupid.
That's a good point.
Hey, Ross.
Yeah.
Great segue.
As soon as you said it.
I love you. You know that. You're smart person.
I do. You dumbass Ross, yeah. Hey, quickly, just on your $1,000 you can win when 2 of you tell a lie, 1 of you tell the truth. A good indication Sean is lying during his story when he says a phrase like this in the middle of it.
True, as I'm riding this skateboard.
Because every time Sean said that, he's never once been on a skateboard.
Yeah, I know. And he was...
change it, don't I?
Yeah,
maybe true as I'm sitting in this swivel chair, Sean, because truly you are sitting in that swivel chair.
Yeah, leave the skateboard out of it.
Nathan, Nat, and Sean is a Nova podcast. For more great comedy shows like this, head to novapodcasts.com.au. Nova.